What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Entropy Studios. This is going to be episode number 1. This episode is going to be focusing on Shadow, which is an application that you can subscribe for now for $34.95. I believe they're still doing a promotion for $25 or so until the end of the first week of January. Basically, Shadow is an application that streams a very, very high-powered computer to your desktop, mobile device, or even Android TV. We're going to be going through all those different applications and how they work on each of the devices. This episode, I'm basically just going to show you where you go to download Shadow or to subscribe, really. Just a warning, there is a pretty hefty wait time between the time that you subscribe and the time in which your Shadow PC is activated. I just got done waiting 2 weeks for activation. Tonight's my first night. So I'm just going to show you guys how you're going to go about finding Shadow and where to download the application from or subscribe to get that process started. So you'll just go on your old trusty Google, get rid of all these extra tabs.
These quizzlings in the chat room.
We'll go ahead and just Google Shadow PC. And then you're going to get a couple options. This first option is not the one you want. This one's in French. You want to go down to the second one, which is the shadow.tech/USEN. So you'll go ahead and click on that. Basically, this is what it is. Shadow is the high-performance gaming computer accessible for multiple devices. High-performance gaming forever. They're always going to upgrade the system, supposedly. Right now, they're equipped with the equivalent of a GTX 1080, or it's like a 5000 something or other. I don't know, but it's the equivalent of GTX 1080. They're always going to upgrade it. Freedom to play on almost anything. Like I said, you're going to be able to play on your laptop, Mac, smartphone, tablet, 5-year-old PC. I have it hooked up to my NVIDIA Shield at the moment. We'll be doing a video on that. But I did test it out and it works on that. I haven't tried it on my phone yet, but we'll go ahead and make a video of that shortly as well. High performance computer through an app. So yeah, basically it's an app on your computer, this one right here. So we're going to go ahead and go through the process of getting that. So you're going to want to subscribe. Can't really do anything unless you subscribe. So here's basically how it works. You're going to get this page, you're going to select your state. Now this isn't available in all states. However, if you're close enough to a data center, it's still going to work. Like right now, Shadow, I'm sorry, but I'm in Michigan, and it says Shadow doesn't work. However, they let Ohio sign up. They let Ohio go to the New York data center, which is the closest one to Ohio. So being that I'm in Michigan and pretty close to Ohio, I went ahead and took the risk to seeing if it would work. However, you may not want to take that risk. I'm very close to Ohio. I didn't think it was going to be that much farther away as far as latency and ping goes. But if you are a considerable distance away from one of the data centers, you may just want to wait until there's a data center opened up in your area. But anyway, hopefully it's just available in your state, so go ahead and pick your state. That gives you the breakdown of what you're getting as far as your computer goes. This is all accurate as far as like what I've seen on mine. I want to say I actually got 16 gigabytes of memory on mine actually, but I'll double check. So yeah, this is basically it. So you'll go ahead and go through the process, order it. High demand delay, activation up to 10 days. Yeah, mine went longer than 10 days. So I'd say it's safe to say at this point, as far as early January 2019, that it's going to take at least 10 days, if not 2 weeks. So go through with that process, and after you're subscribed, you'll go ahead and download the actual application from the website. So you go ahead and go through the download process, agree to everything, and it'll go ahead and download for you. So after you get downloaded, activated, all that good stuff, you'll be able to actually sign into your shadow. And now this is what it looks like. So here's the shadow. So we're going to go ahead and click on it. Starting up. And yeah, so basically your computer does treat this as a game. So if you wanted to, you could stream from your, kind of like what I'm doing right now. I'm recording on my actual desktop. However, it will record all the video and sound from the Shadow application because it's just really just another application running on your desktop. So we'll go ahead and start this up. But that's really what I got it for, is that I tried to start streaming, and my CPU can't really play games at high graphical qualities and stream at the same time. I was getting a lot of crashing. So the number one reason why I want to try this out is so that I can do all my recording on my desktop and all my gameplay through the Shadow application, because by using the Shadow application, I'm not using my CPU or my GPU in regards to gaming on my actual computer. Everything's being done through the Shadow application. And the only thing that's being used on my side is that my CPU is being used for my recording. So it allows me to loosen up a lot of resources on my own computer and tying up the hard part on the Shadow. So yeah, we just logged into our Shadow. This is what you get. I keep on getting this welcome message that won't go away since I signed up tonight. Hopefully it'll go away soon, but next. Let's get started. So when you get this, it's going to be completely blank. You are going to want to go ahead and update your drivers for your graphics card. So the easiest way to do that is to download GeForce Experience. So you're going to want to go ahead and open up your web browser. It's going to start off with just Microsoft Edge as your number one browser, but this is exactly like my PC.
This is Zoro's.
It runs faster. So you'll want to go to download GeForce Experience. Download GeForce Experience. You're going to want to head and download that, accept everything, and after you download it, you get it installed, you open it up. Now with GeForce Experience, it's great for updating the drivers, but you're not going to want to use it to optimize your games. It does not get the optimizations right. But all we're really using this for is to update the graphics card that's on our Shadow PC. So right now I already updated the drivers, everything's up to date. But for you, when you get your Shadow, you're going to need to update this. So just make sure you do that. The other thing that just took me the last 2 hours after getting this to figure out was that my resolution was locked at 60 hertz. Like I couldn't figure out why the display for the Blade, which is Blade makes Shadow. Blade is the parent company that makes Shadow. But when I first logged onto my Shadow, I was stuck at 19 by 20 with no other refresh rate option than 60 frames per second, or 60 hertz. So the way you fix this is that you have to customize your display. So you have to go into so we'll just go through this again. You're going to want to fix this after you fix your graphics card drivers. You're going to want to fix this. So right click on your desktop, go to NVIDIA Control Panel, and then if yours is stuck at a lower refresh rate like mine is, you're going to want to go to Customize, create custom resolution, and then from here set the resolution to whatever your monitor is. So I just went ahead and set mine to 19 by 20 by 1080. You have to set the refresh rate here, and once you set all that up, you just hit test. As long as everything looks good, you're fine, you're Gucci. But you are going to want to do that if you were trying to run your Shadow on something higher than 19 by 20 by 1080 at 60 hertz. It did not have a 144 hertz option. I had to manually do this, and this is how you do that. So that'll take care of that. And then just to wrap this video up, I'm just going to play a game. I'll just load a game of Fortnite, just so you can see how the Shadow operates in gameplay. I played Rust and I played Rainbow Six Siege earlier. Way better than my normal PC. I'm really happy with the results of it. There's hardly any latency, and like I said, I'm playing at a market. I shouldn't even be playing this really in Michigan on a New York data center, but it works flawlessly so far. So hopefully Fortnite will do the same thing. This will be my first game of Fortnite on here. So just wait for good old Fortnite to load up, and then yeah, guys, in the comments below, I got a ton of Steam games, and I'll buy whatever. If you want to see whatever games run on this thing, just comment below, and we'll get them tested out. I know a lot of people are trying to get this service right now, or in line to get it, or are sitting there trying to find content. Sorry for the volume on that. Go ahead and allow that. We'll confirm settings. We'll turn the sound down on the game too. I'm sorry about that. But a lot of people are trying to figure out if the service is worth it or not. So I really hope this helps. Yeah, we're at Epic on everything. No VSync on. We're going to turn motion blur off. We're going to show the frames. We're going to change that to 140. That's our monitor. Go ahead and change that. And let's just play a quick game. But if you guys have any questions, just comment in this video. I will do my best to answer them or find the answers to them. I really want to test the service out. I think it has a lot of potential in a lot of different ways. You know, just specifically what I mentioned about myself earlier as far as wanting to use it to play games while I do my recording on my main system. I mean, just things like that are just, you know, the possibilities for what you can use this for is pretty crazy. I mean, this is just like for a gaming application, but I mean, for science, for financial modeling, for all different types of things. I mean, it's pretty crazy what you could potentially do with this while doing something else on your normal PC. Alright, so we're getting 60 to 70 frames all maxed out. The response time though, I mean, there's hardly any lag as far as response time. This does not feel very much different than when I played on my normal PC. As far as the latency goes, I think we are getting some juddering because it can't quite handle it being maxed out. Which is kind of, I mean, it's only 140 Hz on 1080p, so. Let's just run the automatic settings real quick. Alright, that's a little bit better, running their auto. We got company over here. We gotta get the kill. I don't play PC Fortnite too much. I'll be honest, I'm a PS4 Fortnite player, but I think you can see like we're getting over 100 frames. There's not very much lag. I just suck at keyboard and mouse Fortnite, so don't judge on that. But there's just a quick gameplay. I mean, this thing can run basically maxed out at over 100 frames per second. But yeah, this is the Shadow PC. Please like, comment, subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff about this application over the coming weeks. So if you have any ideas or you want to know anything about it at all, like, comment, subscribe. I promise I will reply, make videos about it. We'll get this thing put through the ringer as far as figuring out what its capabilities are. So have a good night, everybody. I will see you shortly.